Hey.
Welcome to Game 2 of the Shanghai Major Open Qualifiers of the SCA region. This is Extremist Dota, who are up a game against It's Just a Frank Bro. These are your casters. I'm Music Blade, and with me is my casting companion throughout these qualifiers, Danny Lee Casts.
Yay. Hello. I'm pretty sure everyone knows who we are by now.
Yay!
It
Well, for
really doesn't matter.
anyone that's just tuning in, I just realized that I didn't. I just realized that I didn't put in my thing.
What, your cactus? What are you on about?
But I didn't put in the stream that I was on because it didn't fit, and I thought, maybe I should not have put Dota 2 call. I'm silly.
Oh, it's no big deal. It's fine. But yeah. Hello everyone, welcome back. We are game 2 as well. And for what we have seen, Extremists can come back from probably some of the most dire circumstances we have ever seen in Dota 2. Or we have just seen Frank sort of lose pace of the game and literally 3-2-2 their first game in the grand finals. It's pretty much a summary of what just happened in the previous game for people that didn't manage to tune into game 1 or maybe only tuned into the tail end of it. So for Just a Frank, they've got one more chance. And if they don't win this game, Extremists are going to be the second team to qualify for the qualifiers. as strange as that sounds. So, let's see if Frank's going to give it all they got in this second game. What are your thoughts on these current hero picks that we're seeing?
I mean, you can't go wrong with the double purple.
Or triple if you want to count Dazzle, even though he's not on the same team, but...
Well, I mean, on the same team. Like, I think all the purple heroes have, like, pretty good synergy with each other.
All the purples.
Like, Vengeful Spirit Dazzle's a good combo, Bane Vengeful Spirit's pretty good, Faceless Void Venge is pretty good. Faceless Void Bane is fine. Faceless Void Dazzle's okay. Like, the other thing is Dazzle's, like, a little bit more pink.
Yes.
Yeah. What other purple heroes are there?
Calm down with the purple, sir. Calm down with the purple. There was Darkseer that they could have picked up for their off lane if they wanted to, mid or safe lane their Faceless Void, but I don't think they're going to go for anything like that.
They ended out themselves.
Now, Bane for Extremists, Frank has got to get ready for this mid lane. You know if there's going to be a Bane, your mid lane is going to be shut down. So I'm wondering if Frank wants to go for one of the safer mids and potentially pick up a Viper, who does decently well in a mid lane scenario, as he's very tanky. He can really trade hits with the Bane because, he's naturally tanky, poison, attack, as well as Nether Toxin works in handy as well. And he's very tanky too. So unless they want to go for TA works all right too. But
I would like to see
Radiant team
something else that will dual lane with them. I would like to see maybe a Lich, or what else? An Undying is okay in a dual lane mid. Actually, what beats a Razor Bane? I don't think anything can beat that, except for like a Viper Lich.
Well, I'm taking a look at this Razor pick. They probably don't even need anything mid, unless Frank picks up a strong mid laner themselves. Keep in mind there's a Dazzle on the side of Frank, so there is a chance that they put the Dazzle along with their mid laner to help out the mid against that Bane. Like, Dazzle doesn't completely nullify the Bane, but at least it can sort of help stabilize that mid, and if he needs to pop a Shallow Grave, maybe they can play aggressive and get a kill on the Bane.
Yeah, that's. I don't know about getting a kill on the Bane with the Dazzle. Okay, I think Wind Ranger's good here. You can do it with the Wind Ranger.
Yeah. So, Wind Ranger mid, but this does guarantee that Bane has to sit mid lane. Because even though Razor can sap damage with the static link, he can still lose to a Wind Ranger mid if he's not careful.
Definitely. Wind Ranger. This is one of the better matchups for Wind Ranger. Well, this is correction. This is one of the worst matchups for Razor. Considering how, like, Razor, Viper, like, those are considered, like, the lane dominator.
You'd also consider how the hero functions in the mid lane as well. Because he normally wants a static link, and Wind Ranger's ranged.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get a static link on Wind Ranger. Unlike the ranged trio of Wind Ranger, Lina,
Bina Pain, yep.
Yeah, those three, pretty difficult to get a more than like 15 damage off of static link.
So, for now, I'd say draft is looking very solid for Frank. They're not doing anything out of the ordinary like Terrorblade and Tiny on the same team. So, the game's looking pretty good for them. Extremist, in the meantime, pick up a Faceless Void. You've got a Chronosphere to work with. They haven't really picked anything to synergize with the Faceless Void.
Yeah, they have the Razor, which is okay.
Chen isn't even good either. So I presume this Chronosphere.
This is a push strat.
It's a push strat, but the Faceless Void has a bit of a weird spot in this strat.
I see what they're doing it. One of the issues with push strats is that what you do to protect the push is you have the threat of an initiator. That's usually a Blink Centaur, a Blink Slardar. But the issue is that Chen wants to push really early, at like 7-8 minutes, and almost no offlaner is going to get a Blink that fast. With Faceless Void, though, you don't need to. You don't need to wait for it. Because Chronosphere is just a large radius. The classic is like the Tidehunter, which is a similar thing, but I guess Faceless Void is more in the meta right now.
Well, for now, we're gonna have to wait and see what this last pick is gonna be for Frank.
10 seconds.
They've got Tusk and Dazzle. Tusk could essentially be a support this game. They need more damage. They need more oomph in their draft. Like Gyro's great. Wind Ranger is great. How about a Slardar this game? Even though there's a Chronosphere, it will really help out the Wind Ranger and Gyro scale.
I don't like the Venge ban. I feel like a support Venge would have been very good this game.
There's the chance Extremist could have picked it up as their core. Then you get the Vengeance buff on top of the Chen creeps.
Yeah, that's very scary. Actually, you're right. What do they do here? What's their pick? I feel like maybe they want something with spam. Something like not a Lina.
They could, but she's very fragile. Then a Phoenix instead.
Ooh,
I'm fine with this pick. Because you look at the heroes on Extremist's side, they don't have the best heroes to deal with the Phoenix Supernova. So this can act as counter-initiation after the Chronosphere has been landed. And also you have to remember, these are right-click heroes. There's no real major nuke. So there's also going to be huge effect for Fire Spirits this game.
I love it a lot, actually.
Luna, last pick. Thoughts?
You've seen this before. I like it.
What do you think Luna brings to the table for Extremists?
Damage. First of all, it's a damage aura. Helps with the hitting of the towers and stuff. Fast-C / Aquila Buyer, which is fine. Razor will build the mech. Chen will just get a fast, whatever, level 6, and then they'll push with it. The issue is that this pushes back the push a little bit. Like, it pushes back the timing with it when they pick a Luna, because you need to wait for the Luna level 6. They might even want to wait for, like, a level 9 or something, where they have some extra points in the, in both the Q and the E. But I think it's fine.
5 seconds remaining.
Luna can fight early with the ultimate. Although it does make her, although she is quite ult reliant in the early game.
Absolutely. So we are finally in the game. This is the second game of this best of 3 series for it's just a Frank bro.
Yeah, it's just a Frank bro.
It's just a Frank bro versus Extremist Gaming. If I didn't have a monitor this big, I don't think I would have been able to read their team profile.
Oh man, I just remember it because it sounds like it's just a prank bro.
That's fine. It's just a Frank bro. And on the other side, we have Extremists. I'll do a quick team
smoking
intro. They're smoking up, but let's do a quick team intro before anything happens. It's on the side of Frank's Boccarino on the Phoenix, Godot on our Tusk Minerva on the Dazzle, Zaza on the Gyro, and finally Abed on the Wind Ranger. And can they get Sicky? He's right under a T2, and looks like they're not going to be able to grab him.
Starting with Sicky on Team Extremist, we have Sicky playing the Razor. On H-God, we have the Faceless Void. Wait, that was backwards. We have Mad playing the Chen. Yeah.
Good job. It's okay. Yeah. It's just Asian culture. We read backwards.
It's fine.
Actually, it's just Chinese, but you know. Keep going.
Okay, so Mad playing the Chen. Safe lane, we got QZ playing the Luna. And Oheb playing the Bane.
I take back my statement. Only Japanese and Chinese people can read backwards.
I mean, I'm an anime watcher. Does that count? Japanese?
Do you read? If you read legitimate manga, it counts. If you don't, no.
I do read manga. Yes.
Do you read manga the right way? The Japanese way.
You mean right to left? Yes, I do.
Okay, then you kind of count.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah. So lane-wise, we've got a dual lane bottom for Frank. It's going to be H-God going up against Minerva on this Dazzle. Now, we've seen this story before, but last time it was Oracle versus Faceless Void. Minerva's not having a good time.
Oh god, I'm getting pack a loss.
Oh dear. Really? If you need to, just reconnect.
Okay, no, it's fine. It was only one spike. It went up to like 35%. Okay, H-God just doing the thing.
H-God is just being a pain in the backside. Like, he is forcing Zaza off the creeps.
Oh, and he has such, like, it's gonna push back to him.
Oh gosh.
H-God's going to get level 3 off of this.
H-God is doing a very good job. Mid lane is a dual lane for Extremists. Actually, it was like a 1.5 because, you know, you got the bird here. The Wildwing Ripper.
Oh man, that's so bad. That's so bad.
But like, you have to remember
for the Wind Ranger. It's really bad for the Wind Ranger.
You have to remember though, you're sacrificing your Chen's farm to make sure the Razor gets the CS mid, and he is just ahead of the Wind Ranger. He's not even ahead by a huge margin. So Chen eventually is just gonna have to leave the Razor and hope that he's gonna be fine.
No, because he got the Wild Ring though, and it has enough mana for another tornado. He's just going to stack until the like 4-minute mark. Oh wait, no, he doesn't.
No, he's gonna pull them both because the Centaur camp needs to be pulled a little bit later because that doesn't go as far. So double stack.
Yeah, I see. He's gonna hope for a second Wild Wing.
At this point, I think he'll just wait for Wild Wing so we can go for a stack. Look at Tusk though. He's got an Arcane Rune, Snowball ready.
I like this.
14-second cooldown.
I like this. They're trying to disrupt Mad.
He could possibly just kill the Centaur. The Centaur is so low that Godot could just kill it here for gold.
He's afraid of the Centaur Stomp. It's up in 1 second.
Nice juke.
Misses it.
And 120.
Now Tusk, maybe he just snowballs it. Yeah, he just snowballs it. It's worth it.
And it's also
gold.
It's preventing Chen from jungling as well. So Mad's a little hesitant to jungle because of Godot.
Yeah, and there's not any good things to steal. I mean, he gets the Alpha Wolf, but that's not great. It's not tank.
Oh, these creeps are pretty shoddy for Mad. Very unlucky.
Yeah, he wants a Wild Wing or a Satyr.
This one's any big creep, yeah. No.
Well, I mean, like, he also wants something like with an AoE ability. Yeah. Hellbear Smash is okay. It's 150 damage, it's okay.
So, this offlane Phoenix for Frank, how do you think this is going to do this game? Is it, like, considering he's got the lane like this, is he alright? Yeah?
Great. Phoenix is... he's a ranged hero, so he can trade back very effectively.
He's doing very well with getting those fire spirits off onto Oheb. He's dropping very low.
Yeah, this is great. This is absolutely 100% great for Boccarino.
And look at Chen. Mad's just like, okay, you're gonna invade my jungle? I'm just gonna go into your jungle.
I love this. This is perfect.
Spot him out though. They could kill Mad quite easily. It's only level 2.
It's only a Dazzle though. Like, if they're going to get a kill, they're going to have to rotate the gyrocopter, and I don't know how much Zaza wants to do that.
They're just gonna... If Minerva spots him out, gyrocopter will come. It is definitely worth the kill. Like, Mad's gonna check for the rune. Minerva, he's gonna leave it.
Middle tower.
You're gonna notice the rune's
Oh,
gone and be like, what
no.
the hell?
Um,
Oh, Abed's so
he
low.
gets it.
She has to win
Oh,
run. She has to
he
win
has
run.
to win run. He has to bottle
Dire's
crow.
bottom
This is
tower
really
is
sad.
under attack.
That's unfortunate. He should have He should have stood next to the rune, but
Yeah,
at
but-
this point,
I mean,
God's dead.
who-
God is possibly dead. Oh, I've heal bomb, and is the slow gonna be enough?
Oh, he
one
pops
more
the thing.
hit, one more hit.
Self up.
He
He
sells.
sells us. He's
He
fine.
could turn to kill Zaza if he wanted to.
No, he doesn't.
He turns too late.
The other thing is like time walk is on way too like. It was on cooldown for too
2
long.
second cooldown. Does he jump on? He's gonna try and go for hits onto Zaza, hoping to get time locks.
Yep, that's how you play this year. That's how you play Void. You like,
Living
you
life
get a
on the
lucky
edge.
time. Oh man,
Phoenix died.
I am quite surprised by that. He used Icarus dive. He didn't use it aggressively.
No, he didn't. He tried to use it for an escape.
Oh, he may have gotten Nightmare in the middle of it.
Yeah. He could have just had the Bane come in from the backside and just Nightmare once he stopped. It
Oh,
could
yeah,
have.
that's
It could have been
another-
an aggressive one.
Yeah, that's true. And they're too high. They're too high HP for it to have been an aggressive Icarus dive.
Absolutely not.
So Bocarino dies once. That's not the end of the world for Phoenix, so Phoenix is gonna be relatively okay in this lane.
Yeah, Phoenix is a robust hero. She wants level. She doesn't really care too much about gold.
Her most crucial items is you just want to grab Tranquil Boots, Urn, and 6. If you can get those items, you're honestly good to go if you're a Phoenix.
Yep.
Those are bread and butter items. You really can do quite a bit with it.
Yep.
And
yep.
where is Chen gone back to? He is farming the
Oh,
off-lane stack.
Which I'm sure is fine. He is level 3. He can do whatever he's level 4. He can do what he wants.
It's just that he's so far away from all the other camps. Fortunate. Godot gonna put a high ground observer ward? He will. So he knows the Chen is there. They're gonna spot out Chen, and Wind Ranger has vision of him as well, so they're gonna spot Godot. And it depends if Mad wants to try and jump on him with creeps, but it doesn't seem to be the case. But how do you think the lanes are going for both sides so far? Razor Wind Ranger matchup? Is it just even? They're exactly the
Yeah,
same CS.
it's even. This is what you expect from this lane. Both of them are like lane dominator-esque, so they're both just going to match up evenly in their very high strength.
They cancelled Phoenix's dive up top. I think I see what they did now.
Yeah, with the Nightmare.
So what they did, they caught Phoenix with the Nightmare first, and just as Phoenix started the animation for dive, she just got hit with the Luna, with
The
Lucid Beam.
Yeah,
Cancels dive.
Both of them cancel it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good. Heal bomb onto H God down bottom. Damage. Just a little bit.
I'm sure H God is just like, I have 6. I have time walk. It's fine.
He's got no Chrono Mana though. You have to remember.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. So people won't be rotating down or anything. But still.
No. Raise Boots and Treads are both done on mid laners. They finish up their core boots. Bottom looks like it's a push for Chen.
Here comes. Also, this is another reason I really like the Phoenix pick.
Great for
Fire
stopping all the push.
Yeah, Fire Spirits onto the big creeps. They don't have great attack speed in the first place, and then lowering it down to almost nothing really slows down the push a lot.
So, the push looks almost nullified by Frank. Like, Extremist did a little push, then they saw the Phoenix and the Tusk, and they said, okay, let's just not. But bottom, it's freed itself up for H-God though, because the supports are sort of rotated around the map, so Faceless Void is going to start getting a little bit of gold as well as EXP. Even though there's a gyro, in theory, Void should not die here. In theory.
This
Unless
is so
H-God
great.
gets caught out.
This is so great for H-God though.
Zaza. Nice time
And
walk.
he just walks away. He sees the DD and says he's not gonna mess with
Oh,
that.
there's a Fiend Strip though, but unfortunately the Rocket Barrage is a little bit too much. Even a Chrono, just to make
fine.
sure they get him.
Yeah, it's fine.
That was good.
That's
even
a good
though
Chronosphere.
even though they commit to ultimates, it's still the safe lane carry.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. They got so much gold for that.
Up top though, they're gonna go for a dive right on top of the Chen and the Luna. There's the Supernova. They're gonna have to both retreat. Now, Matt, none of them are gonna die. But the Phoenix will have to commit if he wants to jump onto Chen. Trying to chase after him. Luna's gonna come back in.
It's
and
level
he's gonna
3
try-
Fire Spirits.
There is
Matt's dead.
there is Eclipse on the Luna. Unless Luna dies, she pops the Eclipse, but she's gonna die in the end, unfortunately. The Grave gonna keep the Phoenix alive. No, Phoenix ran out of everything. Has to get a denied, the Creeps gets last hit by the Luna. Phoenix missed one of his fire spirits onto QZ. If he threw it onto QZ, there is a high chance that he would have been able to kill the Luna because of the low attack speed.
Definitely. He also didn't try to fight as much when he had the thing on him. The shallow grave. Like, he could have gotten in, I think, some more auto attacks.
Yeah. Oheb, unfortunately, cannot get a bed. Oheb, a bed. Ah, there we go. Crazy gonna finish him up.
Not bad.
Very good. And Chen gonna send him home. Now, Bokarina came in, but unfortunately can't really get too much. You can try and jump onto the Bane.
He got nightmared up, and I think Godot tried to take it off.
Yeah. So for now, I've got net worth opened up here for our viewers. 5.1k net worth on Luna, 4.3 on the Razor, 3.8 on the Gyro.
I mean, if we look at like the KDA, like they're far ahead. Like they're 1-0 and they're 2-0-2. Like it makes sense that they're that high up.
Yeah.
Also, Bane positioning with the Fiend script onto Borcarino.
Yeah,
it doesn't
up top
get it.
there.
Yeah, and the TP is going to dissuade it.
Phoenix should be able to get the kill onto Luna. Does he have Urn? He doesn't have Urn.
Phoenix has the ult.
He missed he got the last Fire Spirit, but QZ won't die. QZ is too tanky. Ice Shards, a little bit too far. QZ
That
just
wasn't
goes
going
home.
to kill, it's only level 2 Ice Shards.
Oheb in the meantime gets a kill onto the Wind Ranger. That was with the help of the Chen. If Phoenix had his Urn with a couple of Urn charges, that Luna kill would have been guaranteed. And this is just because Phoenix has died a couple of times, it's delayed his major item pickup, and it's limiting the capabilities of this Phoenix, because he just can't do what he wants to do, which is super early, go dive, spirits,
going
supernova.
bottom. Yeah, Minerva gets the kill, gets the static links off, has the ultimate running.
Oh, Zaza! He's gonna get out! The slow from the Phoenix is enough to keep him alive! And they should be able to get the kill onto H-God and Siki. He misses the spirits onto Siki. H-God actually getting a time lock onto Bocarino. Just jumps out with the shackles. Shot to hell. Can they get the second one? H-God, one more hit from Bocarino. Here for one time walk. Do they have power shot?
The power shot 1 second.
Does it land? Oh, it's on the skin of his
not getting it.
It's on Luna, but I don't know if QZ won't get any of these heroes. Oh, they were so close to getting the Faceless Void.
They do get the Razor. They trade, was that 2 for 1?
Up top, Chen is pushing there by himself. Hey guys, just pushing. It's fine. It's no big deal. No big deal. Cool.
Yeah, they have the health regen, the Unholy Aura onto the creeps. Oh.
So we're gonna have one TP in, which is Gyro. Is he gonna call down the creeps? He's gonna flash them down. It's like, what are you doing? Get out of my lane. Tower's dead.
But definitely, this is a split pushing Chen instead of a regular push Chen. I kind of like it.
Well, the thing is, right, does he need to be in the fights? He's not holding a mech or anything useful for the team. He's just gone for mostly the jungle Chen build. Got no points in Dependence. He's only got a couple of points into Test of Faith, but mostly into Holy Persuasion. So he's gone for the creeps, the heal. Close to mech, though. Once he gets the mech, you will see him with the team.
Yep. I like this a lot. Oh man, the triple Hadoken.
What? Do they have setup for all the I guess you could use the Void to set up for all the Hadokens.
I love it. This is perfect.
It's the purple
they can't
strap.
lose.
It's the purple strap.
How do you lose with so much purple?
Although in the mid lane, it looks like they're gonna try and jump onto Hero. Shackle completely whiffs. They will get Siki, or they should in theory. They're gonna get the slow. He is melting. Can the Wind Ranger finish him off at least? But here comes Mad. Gonna try and send him home. That looks like nothing's gonna send him back. And actually, Minerva gets hit with the Fiend's Grip. They lose the Dazzle. And Luna completely whiffing the Eclipse, unfortunately. A little bit too slow for her comfort. Gets shot with the power shot. Call down Zed. QZ stuck staying a little bit too long. And here we go. They should be able to get him. Chronosphere onto Zaza and Bocarino. The Phoenix will be dying very shortly, but the snowball buying time to keep Bocarino alive. He's got all of his spells on cooldown. And they get the toss. The Hadoken's coming through. Zaza's going to try and turn, but it's a very low gyro. He might get hit with the Razor very shortly. Although he's got the time lock. Oh, so lucky. Bocarino can only watch as He's only
Oh,
got...
H-God barely living after that power shot, running through the creeps.
And this Chen is super annoying. He just sends them all home when they're too low. Ocarina being chased up by Suki. This second game, Franks is getting full stopped.
Yeah, and this time, like, yes, they're having their group up. Oh wow, that was
Okay,
really
Phoenix,
great.
that was ambitious. Oh, that was close. Can't do anything. This Wind Ranger is trying to go for Ags, and unfortunately, she is really, really far behind in farm. She is 4.3k net worth compared to the 6.7 of the Razor, her counterpart.
Yeah,
so
she's like 50% behind the Razor.
They can't farm. I think that's the problem. They just don't have space to farm.
Yeah,
they don't have
they're trying to defend these towers, and it's not really working.
No.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And they're gonna
under
lose the
attack.
bottom tower as well, because, let's be honest, because they can't defend it, they gotta give this away. There's no way Franks is gonna defend it. They need to focus on farming on the gyro. He's still only getting a helm with the Dominator. He's not going straight for BKB. Like, even though he gets BKB, I don't think it's enough.
Zaza is going to meet Suki.
And the chase, instant TP. There was nothing else he was gonna be able to do.
Yeah. I also want to point out the level 1 static link because of the lane that he was in.
Are fortified.
Well,
I
he
like
didn't-
it a lot.
Yeah, he didn't need it.
Yeah, he's never going to use it except maybe when he's getting dove.
Radiant's
Well,
bottom tower.
there aren't that many heroes that you need to static link. And because it's gonna be
It's
super
the
tanky.
gyrocopter. That's it. Just the
Yeah.
gyrocopter.
So Chen sitting on the that's not Chen, that's Luna sitting with Chen's creeps, but in the meantime she's gonna go mid, call down, gonna mitigate it onto Oheb, but he will get slowed down. Supernova is there, Eclipse, only gonna connect mostly onto creeps as well as Zaza. Can he get one more hit? And the shackle keeps him alive. Snowball, they will get the Luna kill finally. Killing spree going in the way of the Wind Ranger, dive in by the Phoenix, gonna slow up down Oheb, who should be dropping very shortly. The creeps are killing off Minerva, the Dazzle had no chance. 2 for 1. Support for the Luna.
So good for Frank. So good for Frank.
They needed these kills. It is more than a 2k gold swing. Although God, H-God
He's
looking
not-
for Chrono is out of
Can't
range.
get it.
Out of range. He would have preferred to get 2 at least, but he would have only gotten the Phoenix.
This is looking... It's still looking fine for Extremists. Like, they're still ahead.
Oh, definitely. It's gonna take a lot for Extremists to lose this game. They are much further ahead in this game than Franks was in the previous game.
And they have, like, a much better team to take advantage of it. They're not going to have to try to do that silly 4v5 type thing. I mean, Luna isn't super strong yet, but still, she's gonna have her BKB soon. And then she's just gonna be fine.
Anything that pierces the BKB is the Supernova disable once it lands, and also a Snowball, not Snowball, the Walrus Punch, excuse me. Wrong spell. But yes, oh, mad. He just wanted to put a ward down. He should drop, although his creeps are gonna come through, and then the
pop
creeps...
the mech. Yeah, he's gonna pop the mech. He's fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Unlucky he didn't have cooldown. If he had cooldown, Chen would have been dead.
Possibly. I just realized that Chen actually has a pretty good Agi game. He has 2.1. Pretty good.
I don't think he wants to right hit things though, unfortunately.
Huh?
Unfortunately. His creeps don't mind. A lot of creeps. 4 creeps. Oh, Snowball into mid lane. Can they get Suki? They need disables. They're gonna slow him down with the dive. Suki's very low. He has to Supernova. He would have died to the tower. The Luna coming in. Just going for a bit of a beam. It's fine. But they're gonna chase. Oheb gets hit with the tree. They're gonna catch the Bane at least. Can they get more?
They don't have Eclipse for another 5 seconds?
Luna's too fast. Could try. H-God was looking for a chrono, but he would have only gotten 1 chrono. Oh,
They can try for a chrono with the Eclipse.
they could try.
Actually, no, they really can't. They really can't. Not with 2 down.
Has fallen.
Oh, Blink's forward gets
Oh,
the
he has
2-man,
the blink.
3-man
Three.
chrono. Phoenix
They have
walks
the ult.
into it. There's no creeps as well. They're gonna manage to keep him alive, but the Snowball, the BKB, unfortunately, they lose the gyro right off the bat, but everyone's running away. The Luna's chasing as well as H-God. Can he get a time lock? There's gonna be a punch as well to slow them down. They will lose Goat in the process. Valkyrie, why did you turn around? He has the dive, will keep him alive, but Minerva's the next target. Oh, gonna pop a grave. He has to run. The Heideken's coming through. Actually, H-God may die. No, he just time walks off the damage. Just shrugs it off. 3 are dead for Frank. And, well, a Sunray Gonna do absolutely jack, as Bocarino can only watch with his level 1 Sunray. I do not like his 4 points into dive build. I just wanted to point this out. Dive does no damage compared to Sunray. Sunray is scaling percentage-based damage. That's huge if you're trying to do damage to someone like Razor.
Oh, it doesn't even lower the cooldown. Actually,
No,
yeah, don't people usually just leave it at 2?
Normally 2, yes, so that you at least have a little bit of damage output. Sometimes if you feel that you're getting over-leveled, you can skip the level 2 and go max into Sunray. But for him to put max into Icarus Dive, like, nothing scales outside of the damage. It's a very mediocre spell.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Well, it's a very good spell, just very mediocre to put extra level.
Yes.
Because you get the maximum level of mobility regardless of the level.
It's worse than Dragon Tail in terms of scaling.
I mean, Dragon
Honestly.
Tails I think is very good. Dragon Tail gives what, like, plus, like, it's like 1 second, 2 second, 3. It's like 0.75 seconds per level.
But let's do the comparison as if Phoenix was a DK. You would level everything over Dragon Tail because the value you get out of the extra points isn't worth it compared to what you get from everything
true.
else.
It's like
Yeah.
it has a good baseline. It's like 1.5 seconds is fine.
It's just a good, value point skill. That's it. I don't think there would ever be a game with a Phoenix with no dive. So it's just a spell you will always see on Phoenix. It's bread and butter. You'll never see it not on the hero. Because you need the mobility.
So if we look at item progression, this Phoenix has a lot of gold. He has the mech, not the mech, the might is completed and is looking for a Veil of Discord.
Is it a Veil of Discord or is it?
They changed
yeah, I guess because he has a null talisman.
Yeah. Also, was he going to buy with double robe? Is he going to buy Orchid? Like,
That's what I was thinking when I first saw the double robe, but they don't have the best heroes to Orchid on Extremists unless you only want to Orchid the Void.
Yeah, I don't think this is an Orchid game.
No, I don't think so.
Also,
if he really wants to, then, he can, but it's not that great.
Also, it's like, I guess HP regeneration to the Phoenix, which is a stat that the hero really wants.
Mm-hmm. Moon Ranger has X.
Oh, that's the reason why he got the 4 points in Icarus Dive, so he could farm the creeps faster.
You could farm it just as fast. You can farm it faster with Sunray.
Roshan has
Hey, that's fair. Also, Luna, I was watching the last half of them take that.
Luna's Aegis. There is virtually no way Frank can kill Luna unless she's by herself.
She's a little bit by herself, right?
Right now, yes.
She has the wolf.
Does Frank know that, though? They probably do. There's an observer in the jungle. But they don't even know where the rest of the team is.
They might think it's baiting. They have people smoke behind her.
Yeah.
I really like the Faceless Void going back for the Vlads. It's going to help a lot with the push.
Chen needs
There we
1k
are.
gold for Ags, by the way.
Oh my goodness. 1100 gold for Ags? That's, I think you can wait for that. But they can just take the tier 2. I think they take the tier 2 uncontested.
This Veal better do work. There is, I guess the advantage here for Franks is they've got high ground advantage. Phoenix, the spirits are really good, there's so many creeps, but hopefully the Veal pays off. This is a very huge investment for Phoenix to go for a Veal or a Veil, instead of something like a Shiva's Guard, which would have been a great chasing item for Franks, because their chase right now is pretty bad.
I think the big thing is that it's cheap. Like, she wanted a cheap item.
Yeah. Cheap. They get the stun under QZ, but Nightmare's gonna be there. Call down, Supernova committed, BKB deployed. Okay, this is interesting. So QZ commits the BKB.
They're trying to kill it. They don't get the kill.
And
but they will get it with the fear.
It doesn't really matter. Like, you commit Supernova, she got healed up, and no one on Franks killed her. So if you killed her when she had the BKB up, then she would have respawned with no BKB, but I think this game is pretty much over.
Yeah, this is over. They couldn't even take the Aegis, and they dropped her down to, like, sub 500 HP.
Yes.
The mech and the Hand of God is so strong.
Green Ranger trying to man fight Mad. Can he get this kill at least? Can he get it? No, he doesn't even go for power shot. So he does. He's getting He's getting drained by Siki. But Franks, their performance in Game 2, not on the same level as Game 1.
Yeah, they did not have a good performance this game.
So it's going to end up being a 2-0 series, it seems. And they see the Ancient stack! Oh, this hurts.
No, is that a 3? That's a 3 stack.
Even though it's a 3 stack, that's so much gold for Frank.
Yeah.
Faceless had the time walk to mitigate damage.
They're having this. Yuzi is just having the game of his life. He just walks up to people and hits them. Great.
So what do you think went wrong for Franks this game?
Franks this game, what went wrong? He just died too much. Like in the early game, like Phoenix died when he died like twice in lane. Gyrocopter didn't accomplish much with any of his rotations. He like went for like call down TP ganks and they didn't work out. So he wasted a lot of time there. Wind Ranger got picked off mid a few times.
Radiant's top tower
And like, I feel like Wind Ranger was the one that messed up the least. Not messed up, but like lost the lead. Because she went even.
I think the problem is that she wasn't able to snowball for the team. They didn't have a temper controller as well. They had no one that Extremist was truly afraid of. It was always, they didn't worry about individual heroes. It was just when they were together, then Extremist would be a little afraid. So it's like, there was never a TA with a blink dagger that Extremist had to worry about all the time. Or a PA.
I'm actually pretty amazed that it happened like, because Frank really did a good job of shutting down the Chen. They warded 2 of his camps. The early game. He was level 2 at like 5 minutes. You don't want that on your jungler.
It didn't matter though. It doesn't matter if Chen was shut down. The other lanes were great for Extremists.
That's the other thing. Like they were so strong in the laning phase on everyone else.
And unfortunately for Franks, right, they left the Wind Ranger to her own devices, and Bane just kept pushing her out. They didn't bring anything like Dazzle or Tuscan to help out the Wind Rangers. They sort of left her for dead. Down bottom.
Yeah, we talked about that in the draft.
Yeah.
You said that they needed to bring someone. I wanted them to draft, say. I mean, they didn't. They want to have the support Tusk, but like you said, they needed to bring Dazzle mid to have. I guess that's one of the issues, with the Void. Void just creates so much space,
forcing support's bottom.
Oh god, they have the Ancient Granite Golem. This is where the pain
the last
train
hurrah.
starts.
They're gonna try and man-fight the Luna here now. She is incredibly tanky, but here comes a Supernova. Looks like everyone on Extremist are focusing it down. The Supernova will not drop. It gets dropped instead. 3 heroes are dead. Buyback on Bocarino. There's a time. Well, there's H-God just killing off the Wind Ranger in the corner. GG is called. Yeah. GG, well played. Congratulations to Extremists.
Oh, very good stuff. I think they deserve this.
They definitely did.
They gave us a great showing yesterday, and they gave us a good game in the first game, and then this one was just them putting their foot down.
At last, almost. They are almost there, technically.
Yeah, so... they have the chance. This is them, they can see if they, have what it takes to get to the next level. This is them taking the test from B team to A team.
Well, I wonder if they can make it. I know it's a horrible, big question to ask, but let's see if they can make it through. So, can you give us a quick rundown, what do you think happened during the game while I do social media stuff?
Yeah, what happened during that game is, I mean, we kind of said it, towards the end, where, Frank disrupted the Chen, and I think they felt comfortable with the amount of disruption that they had on the Chen, so they got kind of complacent. They didn't want to move around the Dazzle to where he needed to be. The Wind Ranger, went even with the Razor, but the push-up and the mid-game strategy, for Extremists just, push the Razor very far ahead with all the tower gold. So just because of all the tower gold, like the early split pushing Chen, they took 2 towers very early, the bottom and the top. Bane was ahead. Their wording was very on point, but they also never punished the Chen for farming inside of the Radiant jungle. Like that's another thing. Windranger kept getting pushed out when he went for the runes. One time Chen actually got the rune coming out of the Radiant jungle, which was very impressive. Or not very impressive, but very impactful, because it meant that Windranger either had to bottle Crow or go back to base.